delighted to say then, ahead of this huge game this weekend, Cardinals, 49ers, the key return man, wide receiver of the San Francisco 49ers, Skyy Moore, joins us now. Skyy, firstly, just tell us a little bit about coming into this 49ers locker room, working with this offense, like what you've gone through here versus, your previous stops, KC in particular, and what you found like the atmosphere in San Francisco to be like.
I would say that the atmosphere is very like similar coming from Kansas City, just coming to another like winning culture. That was one of the first things I noticed when I stepped into the locker room. Like, you got a lot of the same components that Kansas City has in San Fran. And the other thing that like stood out to me the most when I came here is it's a totally different offense. So it's the same, but it's the same kind of locker room, but a different offense. So I had to come in and kind of adapt the way that San Fran does things over here.
How much fun of an offense is it to work in? Because from the outside, it looks like you guys have a ton of fun.
Yeah. That's a testament to the locker room, to the guys that we got in the locker room. But yeah, we have a lot of fun on a day-to-day basis for sure.
Is it like I look at the scheme and I look at the blocking in particular. I look at how the receivers have to do so much in the run game, and like, was that a challenge, or kind of coming from an Andy Reid system where they do throw a lot of wrinkles in, even though the offense is very different? Are a lot of the challenges the same, I guess?
I wouldn't say it's just different. Like you said, Coach Reid he rather throw the ball, and Kyle is a run first type of guy, but coming in it's easy for me to adapt when I see all the other receivers got their head down ready to put their hard hat on to go block. So it's like you got to kind of like go get in where you fit in. So if you want to play, you got to block.
And look, from your perspective, in the return game, it's been a big year for it. The new kickoff rules have obviously made a huge difference to that. But I think a lot of 49ers fans feel very settled with you back there. Maybe special teams haven't been something that have been a strength of this team over the past 3 or 4 years. And yet, I feel like I almost feel your frustrations. You're so close to the big one. It seems like it's come close so many times. Like, how are you feeling about the return? And do you think, we're close to getting that either touchdown or the one that's going to get you right into plus territory?
Absolutely. I think that each week we get closer and closer. It's always where it's always one block away, one thing away. It don't even always got to be a block. Just one thing got to go right, and we're to the house. But I definitely say we're working every single day just to make sure even one of those go to the house. It's a process, especially coming in with new coaches, and I'm a new returner. We're a unit that don't got a lot of the same faces back there. So as we go and as we build together, I feel like the 49er fan base will be happy with the results.
Love that. And just tell me a little bit about the receiver room. Hopes that Ricky will be back this week. Kendrick's come in and had a real impact, and it feels like it's finally getting healthy and a chance to finally, like, it's great that you're out there and getting snaps, but the chance to rotate, the chance to throw some more looks like it's going to be something we can see more of in the coming weeks.
No, yeah, for sure. Our team, is getting healthier by the day, hopefully. So I say with Ricky coming back and KB having the impact that he had is huge, just to lay the ground for people like me that haven't been in the room. You know what I'm saying? So just those are the only two people for real that been here and kind of know the lay of the land around here. So I would say in Juwan, with them three, I'm always excited to see how they go out there and ball out.
And finally, look, it sounds like Brock has a good chance of being back this weekend based on what Coach was just saying in his press conference. Like,
yeah.
I think, you cannot take away from what Mac's done over the past 5, 6, 7 weeks. But how much work have you been able to put in with Brock while he's been limited prior to this season? And how impressed have you been with what you've seen from him and as potentially the next superstar quarterback based on the contract he got, right?
Man, for sure. Brock and Mac are really good quarterbacks. Like, I feel like we got 2 starters on our team. So I would say for sure, like I haven't got a lot of time because I got here week 1 basically.
Mm-hmm.
That's when Brock went down. So me and Brock haven't got too much chemistry in, but I'm excited to get to work with him for sure.
Love that. Look, Skyy, we really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for having a chat with us. Best of luck against the Cardinals this weekend, live on talkSPORT. And look, hopefully this is the start of getting back on that track, getting back on that playoff track, and we'll be seeing you in action in January.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you guys for having me.
Delighted to say, ahead of this weekend, Cardinals 49ers live and exclusive on the talkSPORT network. The man who's been filling in on the offensive line, and it feels like really starting to get healthy on that offense, but done a stunning job coming in and being one of those role players. Matt Hennessy now joined us. Matt, how are you doing, sir? How are you feeling coming off the back of those last couple of starts?
Pretty good. Like holding up well physically, and it's been kind of an up and down couple weeks as far as team performance. And so we're working to have a good game.
I mean, you guys have already, I assume, started to look at what the Cardinals defense do. They throw a lot at you. It's a lot of stunts. It's a lot of razzmatazz. Like, is that something that's fun to prepare for as a lineman? Like, when you're kind of the guy that has to set protections, how difficult is it facing a defense that can throw so much at you?
Yeah, I'd say it's challenging, but it's definitely fun. They do a great job down there with scheme. They have really good players on the defensive side of the ball, and so yeah, it can definitely. I mean, it can be a lot, but it's definitely fun to work through those challenges.
Tell us a little bit about, for the line, having Ben back, having Spencer back, having Jake back, like finally, probably for the first time, all 5 guys across the line since probably week 2, week 3 available. How much of a boon is that for that team and the run scheme and everything you guys do?
Yeah, it's great. It's great to have, just for everybody to be getting healthy again. Guys did like a good job filling in when they needed to. We have like a great room, a lot of depth, but it's definitely good to get everybody healthy. We got numbers again, so you go in these games, and you have a lot of guys who can play.
Is there a feeling with the run game at the moment that it's almost there? Like, it's one of those things where, like, you're the only team in the NFL who haven't had an explosive run over 20 yards this season. And I was kind of stunned to read that when you consider the talent you have there. But every week it feels like it's close and doesn't quite get over the line. Do you guys feel the same? Do you guys feel like, that we're just waiting to break that big run game?
Yeah, I think so. I think it. I feel like it's felt like it's been close all year, and it's interesting how it works. Just, I guess when you look at the statistics of it, how much of a difference just like a few longer runs can make, and that's everybody just doing their job a little bit more. But you break a few of those long runs, and then I don't know, suddenly statistically you're in a much different place. Everybody feels different about the run game, so it's really just same it's been as far as just trying to do a little bit extra at all the positions to make the run game go a little bit more, and I think everybody will be really confident in it.
Still unsure who's going to be quarterbacking this weekend, but it sounds like Brock's got a good chance of coming back. Tell us just a little bit about what it's been like working with Mac, how he stood in, and what Brock's been like around the team, considering he's been close but not quite there.
Yeah, it's been great to have Mac. I worked a lot with him throughout the summer and throughout the spring, and he's awesome. Like everybody rallies around him. He does a great job of keeping it light, bringing like a good energy every day. And then Brock, obviously, like he's been playing really well on this team for a while. So, whenever he does come back, it'll be really exciting.
I love how no-nonsense Mac is, like in media and things like that. Like, he's not a guy who's giving you the usual lines, giving you the bluster. He's just going to come up and say it like it is, and I enjoy that greatly about him.
Yeah. It's pretty refreshing. I think everybody really respects that part of him. It makes him a fun guy to be around.
And then from a perspective of the talent around you guys, like, so much has been said about how much George coming back has helped that run game, having Christian healthy. Now it sounds like Ricky's got a good chance of being back this weekend. Like, how good can a fully firing, fully healthy 49ers offense be?
I think everybody's really excited to see that. just because throughout the year it's just kind of been, somebody's been down in a different spot, and having the guys come back so far has made a really positive impact on things. Getting George back in that Atlanta game. So I think just the more the reinforcements arrive, and we get back to full health, it'll be really cool to watch, and see what we're like.
Love that, man. Look, we really appreciate you taking the time out to speak with us. Best of luck against Arizona this weekend. Big divisional game. Chance to go 4-1 in the division is huge in that kind of wild card race, maybe even divisional race if things start to break your way. So huge game, and we wish you the very best.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Matt. Really appreciate it.